Before we was talking about the healthy relationships versus toxic relationships. Then we was talking about teamwork, I think on Friday. Didn't go live yesterday. Today we'll speak about appreciating both sides. Men appreciating women, women appreciating men. On my last video that I just put out, if you want to go drop a like on that, support. But I was saying, we throw out this word simpler, too easy. Everyone's a simp, everyone's a pick me. As soon as you show love to a woman, as soon as you show love to a man, pick me, simp. It's crazy. But if you throw out hate to a man or woman, it's fine, apparently. What's up, Amanda? What's the weather like in Ireland? It's been mixed today. Hey, can you explain the in-the-moment feelings women get? Well, the feminine state is a state based on the internal. So a woman is always registering how her body feels. That's actually one of the primary influences on all of her decisions, her body and how she feels. And she thinks in the present moment rather than thinking ahead, because thinking ahead would mean being inside of your head. Welcoming in my new lover, our journey in union and moving in our aligned purpose. I love that. Are you excited about doing that, man? Watermelon drop, you said. All good, thank you. How are you? I'm very good. I'm feeling very positive today. For me, it feels like the new year already. Like, you know how people wait until January the 1st and then all of a sudden that's when they're like, oh, new year, new energy. But I feel like that right now. I can't wait to finish the next books I'm going to write. I've already got the plans for them. So I'm quite excited. What did you do today, Watermelon Drop? Hey, C, what's your full name? 419 ID, you said lies. What do you mean? So then how do you determine if she likes you or it was just liking you in a moment? Well, I don't specifically know what you mean in this context, but she's always registering the present day. A woman doesn't care about 2 years ago, how you made her feel 2 years ago, because it has no value to her in the present moment. But it's good because it inspires you to always be the type of person and grow into the type of person that can inspire those emotions in her every day. If it wasn't like that, you might slip on your stuff. What's up, Sky? How's your day been? Mo, how's it going? What you been up to this weekend? Hey, Sales, how are you? Spent a day of self-care, meditation, music, and relaxing. That sounds good. I write about self-care and relaxation in my book, actually, Healing the Feminine Energy. What gender is conscious and what's a woman? We are all asexual. What do you mean we're all asexual? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of even differentiating the genders? Iman said in Tantra, consciousness is the masculine, the feminine is everything. I'm glad you're good, Cells. I'm very good. I was saying before, I feel very good today because I feel mentally and physically healthy. I think it's because I'm eating better. When you tidy up as well, it cleans out your mind. I feel much more neat. What did you do today, Cells? Nicola, you said you just ordered my book on Amazon. I love that. I want to know what you think after you get it. But what made you want to buy it? Mo, you said, yeah, man, been so busy, whole lot of madness. What type of madness? Is it work stuff? Yeah, see, Camilla asks, what's the madness? We want to know. We want to know. See, you said my voice is so peaceful and calming. Well, I'm glad it has a calming effect. Is your voice peaceful and calming too? Sales, are you looking ahead to the next week? Or you're like, I can't be asked to start the next week? Stella, you said, what's the book? What's the title? This is the book. It's called Healing the Feminine Energy, right? And it's about tapping into your femininity. To be honest, guys can read it too, because we all have feminine energy, but it's more branded to women because, you know, women are going to be more interested in feminine energy. But the benefits include, you know, living in a state of peace, attaining fulfillment, attracting the right relationships. Because when you go on this journey, it helps you attract, you know, a healthy masculine man. Because you got to be a healthy feminine woman to attract healthy masculine men. And recovering from past traumas. So I talk about things that kind of leave wounds on your feminine energy. Sales, you said a bit of both. What would make your week like perfect? So Stella, did you oh, you said amazing. That's good. Camilla, I don't know if that's true because, you know, I'm from the UK. But it's just, you know, every woman in every country will say that because, you know, you're selective. And I guess the type of man that many women would want would be rare anyway. So it's more about being super selective. I think this all the time, right? Even for guys too. I was literally thinking this before I came on this live, right? I believe in selectiveness so much. Like, you can't just be getting with everyone. And it's so funny how we will say, oh, these men ain't nothing, these women ain't nothing, and then we'll still get with them. It don't make sense. Mo, you said felt like a full moon this whole week. Was it a full moon? I don't think it was, but was it? Oh yeah, Sales, you're doing uni work, right? And was it law that you study? I don't understand how a woman can like you in the moment in person then completely switch up on text. It's just a game. But this is, again, I always say, and the topic of today is appreciating men, appreciating women. Even the things that I dislike about women, I still appreciate it. I still like it because it's the way it is. There's always some value in it. You could meet a woman at a club and she could be all over you. She could even kiss you in the club. And the next morning, she could not text you back. That is their emotions. But you see, that volatility adds adventure. You know what I mean? It adds adventure. But I would say, you know, it's just part of the game. Because they make decisions from the emotional state that they're currently in. Michelle, I love how you just nicknamed me. How's your day been? If you work in hospitals, you'll know what full moon means. I've heard that when it's a full moon, more people get into accidents or something, so more people go into the hospital. Is that true? Tay, hope this doesn't sound so surface level. So you sound like a deep person. I like that. Yeah, I remember, Sales, you do law. I have good memory. You said, how can that adventure feel positive? Well, that's the whole point. It's stimulation, it's positive, then it's negative. There's ups and downs. You would never watch a movie if it was just all positive, all the way through. You know, especially like attaining a woman is difficult because they're naturally selective, right? So isn't there some sort of gratifying feeling when you're successful in doing so? If it was just easy, it wouldn't actually be that valuable. So even in something like that, there's the adventure of attaining a woman. Tay said, but what do you think about women paying for things when both the guy and girl are young? Well, let's be realistic, right? If you're both young, what are the odds of the person being up, if that makes sense? But I think that if she's in a position to do so, it's not really that big of a deal. I think it's actually more important to vet a man based on his mindset, because you could get with a guy who's not at the point where he's able to take care of everything, but he could have the mindset of doing so and build into that point. Isn't that the better type of man to bet on? Awesome, relaxing day. That's my name for you. But you know what? I'm not going to take that bad, because as we established the other day, being balanced is one of the best things ever, and all you other star signs need that from the Libra. But my day was good. It was good. I felt like I was focused today. I was healthy today. I feel like motivated for the next week. What's up, Paula? What part of the UK are you from? Camilla, you mean you're gone from the UK? Mo, you said, well, not really, Reemus, but just mean on site you're bound to have incidents. In my case, okay. Was it really busy this weekend? It feels deceptive at times. That makes sense. But it's not that it's deceptive. It's just that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? But I do always encourage to try leave depth in interactions that cannot be felt elsewhere. That makes it more likely that it's going to continue on. You can't just build the storyline based on emotions. You got to try build it in the mind too. That's why I like taking my time, actually. I like taking my time and trying to capture the mind, because there's more value in that. So today, guys, the topic is appreciating. Before we was talking about teamwork, unity. Now we're talking about appreciating. The masculine has to appreciate the feminine has to appreciate the masculine. You know, one thing we do is we say, oh, we hate each other, well, we annoy each other, and that's inevitable. But just like with siblings, right? Siblings will hate each other, and then they go back to loving each other. That's what men and women are supposed to do. We're supposed to be like, oh, I hate a woman's emotions. So annoying, she's all up and down. But really, you're supposed to still love that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, a woman might go, oh, these men giving me solutions. I just want an emotional event. But at the back of it, you still got to appreciate that that's what men want to do. Give you solutions. You know? Hold on, scrolling up. Drop a like or two if you're passing through, and if you're new, leave a follow. These chats that we have here, they're not hollow. Hey, you guys know I can freestyle as well. Can you give an example of what you mean? Well, first of all, always seek to be different. Always seek to do things that are unpredictable. You know, that's one way to capture emotions too. Introduce curiosity into the picture. Don't do what is expected. Be unpredictable in yourself. Then that leaves more to want to be satisfied by her emotions at a later point. Hey, Faith. What video came up on your FYP? Sales, you said, still not over the fact Taurus was third. You know what? I thought Taurus would have come up top 5. Your one sounded quite harsh. User 440, what is your name? Thank you, Lily. I appreciate those daisies. So much I can smell them through the screen. Appreciation works perfectly when you have the same love language. I get what you mean. But you know what? The other aspect of it is that you kind of have to take yourself out of what you're like. Stop using your reference point, like yourself as a reference point. Because sometimes you miss what the other person is bringing, because you're thinking, hey, well, I operate like this, so they operate like that too. I think once you go from, a basic level thinking, I think a complex level thinking is being able to almost relate to the other person how they are, not who you are. So it's like you don't even need to do the same things or have the same love language all of the time. It's almost like you can translate it so that it's valuable to you. Faith, you said, what are we talking about? We're talking about appreciating each other. The masculine appreciating the feminine appreciating the masculine. And appreciate each other through the stuff that you don't like, just like siblings. You said it's difficult to capture the mind in the club. That is true. But then it also makes sense why you're saying that the next day their emotions are gone. Because in the club, that's where, the emotions are spiked. As soon as you leave, the emotions dip down. And in the club, remember, people are speaking to different people. It really is a numbers game in the club. But one good thing to do is speak to them in the club, but speak to them after as well. Or go be with them, then leave. Then come back, so it's like there's some consistency. They stay in your mind. If you speak to a girl in the club once, she could forget your name literally 5 minutes after. But you float around, do your thing at other parts, then you kind of go back around. But I do prefer venues where you can hear my voice. He said, I thought it would be on the low end. Nah. Because you guys are stubborn as well. Tauruses are famously stubborn, so I wasn't expecting that. I bet you guys are petty as well. Faith, he said, women don't commit any man's name to memory in a club. It makes sense. Personally, I would forget, 5 minutes later too myself. It's hard to remember because everyone's just having fun. Remembering names requires logic. And one key component of appreciating, right, is that this is a skill. Appreciating, if you're a woman, appreciate when your man does something masculine, because then he's more likely to want to do it. You encourage him and help him to be in his masculine. And as a man, you encourage your woman to be in her feminine. If you want a feminine woman, never shame her femininity. He said, also, clubs tend to be darker than a normal room, and so people are less identifiable, as in you would do things you wouldn't normally do on a normal day. That's true. And I was saying before, you could kiss in the club, but think about it. Let's say you kiss a girl in the club, right? And then you meet up with her, let's say the first time, right? That you're actually going out somewhere proper. You almost have to do the first kiss again. You can't just go back. You couldn't just go up to a hugger and just give her a kiss. It would be a bit weird because it was another context. But if you had kissed her on the first date and then the second time you saw her kiss her again, it would just be normal. fan men want to be appreciated for doing the bare minimum, though. Yeah, but one way to encourage them to not do the bare minimum would be to appreciate them for the things that you want them to do. This is kind of like dark arts. We're getting into manipulative territory. I don't know if I should tell you guys this. You know, these secrets, if you take these secrets of communication and manipulation, don't know what you guys might do with it. I think there was a similar study relating to this done before. What was the name of the study? I might actually know it. Yeah, probably not a secret. Yeah, that's not bad. Spill it. Fiona's like, spill the beans. Whew. What star sign are you, Fiona? How much of a problem is long distance in polarity? I want everyone to comment, right? We're going to answer this question together. Could you do a long-term relationship? If you can do a long distance relationship, press 1. If you can't and you wouldn't do that, press 0. Hey, Fiona, you're the same as me. Libra gang. I would say, I was saying before, we're the best star sign out here. All right, so people are saying 1, they could do a long distance relationship. So 0 if you can't do a long distance relationship. 1 if you could. All right, Chantel said 0. Nicola said 0. Stella said 0. Faith said 1. Kat said 1. It's kind of mixed. Okay. Fiona, you said 1. Michelle said 1. Libra gang. Stella's a part of the Libra gang. I love that. 0 and 1. Lily, you can't do that. You got to pick a side. If you absolutely had to choose, you can't say both. Or at least give a reason why you're saying both. Because I'm assuming you're saying like, oh, if he was an amazing guy, maybe I could do it. Libra rising. It balances my Sagittarius fire energy. I love that. Sagittarius, I say, is second best star sign behind Libra. All right, we're hearing you out, Lily. You gotta choose one. You coming in here being all difficult. For me, it depends on the context. Like, if you was with the person, then they separated for a bit, I could attempt to do it. But it depends on how long. I don't think you could just do that in the long term. You wouldn't be getting the value that you want in a relationship. Lily said, I can only do long distance if we both agree to work on eventually being together soon. But okay, so what if you're together? Like, you just got together, maybe a month later, he's going to the other part of the country or continent for work, and it'll be like 6 months or something. Oh yeah, you're Aquarius woman, so I'm a bit stubborn. I didn't know Aquarius are stubborn. Where did you guys score on the toxic list? I can't remember. What's up, Karen? We was just asking the chat, so you can answer this too. If you would do a long distance relationship, press 1. If you couldn't do a long distance relationship, press 0. Third least, oh yeah, we use 10th. Faith, you're saying, yep, no problem. You could do a long distance if it was like the scenario I gave. Karen, you just joined. It's all good. You're never too late. You're always on time. 6 months is too long. We're gonna have to figure out the logistics of being together. You know what I get? I get the vibes. Are you an overthinker, Lily? Or you think of like the small details? That's what vibes I'm getting. 30 years and counting, and I'm a Gemini and he's a Libra. See, that Gemini and Libra match is something there. Because, as I said, I'm a Libra and I've been with Geminis. Those are my first girlfriends. That's why I know there's something there. Because Libra, Gemini energy, I feel like there is some sort of magnetic, fiery connection. But usually it'll be like very fiery. So it could go good, really good, or really bad. Faith, have you been in a long distance one before? Because you sound like pretty sure. You said it would affect the polarity. Also, one thing to consider is the person's love language and what they value. So I think, just from personal perspective, I think most people would need it to be in person. But there are some people, especially if, like Faith said, think of the emotional attractiveness you get from the physical distance. If you're able to create a storyline, create an adventure, right, in the woman's mind, a lot of the time, it won't be a problem. Because I'll give you an example. You're saying polarity, it would cause a problem in the polarity. For many people, I'd agree. But for many people, I'd disagree. Again, it's women are so mental. There are women, literally on TikTok actually, where there's a section of TikTok called Jail Wife. I think it's called Jail Wife Talk, right? Where there's literally jail wives. That is a great example of the polarity that women are looking for, because obviously the guys in there, super masculine energy. Men in prison, it's full of masculine energy to the point of hyper masculinity many times. And they ain't getting the masculine energy in the real world, but they know in the prison, yeah, these guys, they got that masculine energy, even before it's proven, just because of the image that these guys present and so forth. So it's very mentally capturing and captivating. So if she has that idea in her mind of the storyline, and her perspective of the man contributes to that feeling or perception of polarity, then it might not actually be an issue. A lot of these girls, they write letters to these guys, and get with these guys from the outside, like before even knowing them, they're all head over heels. Lily, you said you are, but you're working on the overthinking part. That's good. Because you know what it is, when you overthink sometimes, it just takes the fun out of it. You just want to live in the moment a bit. Nelly, you said exactly, and we are really good. That's why. Exactly, and we are really good. That's why it's still 30 years late. 30 years later. I love that. Holding it down for the long-term relationships. I love that. Cells, do you mean like the prison example is a good example? But then isn't it more loving the idea of them? Yeah, but at the same time, all seduction could be considered the idea of the person in some ways. You know about jail talk, yeah? It just goes to show that if her mind is captured, like you have her body. But it's not overthinking if I'm trying to find ways to make that long-term relationship work. True, but I was just saying, if I'm trying to find ways to make that long-term relationship work. True, but I was just saying, if I'm trying to find ways to make that long-term relationship work. True, but I was just saying, if I'm trying to find ways to make that long-term relationship work. True, but I was just saying, I could just tell that you have that in you. I could just tell that you have that in you where you're looking at all the small details. Stella, you said, just bought the book. Hey, cheers to that. I've only got a water bottle. Cheers. Hope it helps me find someone like you. Well, you know what? The only thing that can happen when all of us work on each other is you will attract a better quality. That's the only thing that can happen. And you know what I love about growing and healing too? Is you increase your standards. So there's things that years ago I would have been attracted to, which I just can't be attracted to now, even if I wanted to. Like before, I could, it's crazy to think this, but now I struggle to get excited for a girl if there's no mental stimulation. But I know when I was younger, it wouldn't have been a problem. But now it's like, actually a need. It's a need. Otherwise, I just can't get excited. It's almost like I can't access the attraction I have for that person. But maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, because at some point there were some girls writing letters to strangers in prison through some website. I don't know how true that is though. But you know what? I believe it. I actually believe it. Or at least, even if that website thing was fake, that one example, I know for sure there's some truth to it. Because women know that the guys in there have masculine energy. I know for sure there's some truth to it. Because women know that the guys in there have masculine energy. We know that girls can be attracted to bad boys and all of that stuff. So it makes sense. If she can't find it outside, I was watching a documentary like last week where it was like a girl getting she was like engaged to a guy in the prison, but I think she got engaged to him while he was still inside or something. Siamese, is that how I say your name? But you said, why are you talking about prisoners? Well, someone asked before, what did they ask? How did we get onto it? But someone asked something along the lines of, long distance relationships. So someone asked, can a long distance relationship work? Like, would there still be polarity between the man and woman? Like, would she still feel, that feminine energy? Or would the feminine energy and the masculine energy still experience that polarity if it's long distance? And I was saying that a lot of polarity, or a lot of what you get mentally excited about is mental. Stella said, wait, hold on, you got Nelly said, definitely need to be intelligent. I couldn't bear to be with someone who is dumb. Just my opinion. I have a question for you though. When you was younger, did you still feel like that? Or did that come with growth? Stella, you said, I get turned off by minimum effort. Years ago, I would try to convince them. That's kind of like a trap that a lot of people get into. But I think it all comes down to standards. Like I'm saying, the more you heal, the more you empower yourself, the more you grow yourself, standards just naturally increase. If you're both reciprocating the energy on some level, then I think it's cool. It just shows your growth as a man, the kind of growth that really sets men apart from boys. Well, I hope you're right. Because, I was thinking like, is that too crazy? But it's a good thing ultimately, because it makes you rise your standards. Like, it feels like a waste of time if there's no mental depth to it for me. But I was like, damn, like, the average guy doesn't care. It's just like, just as long as she brings her body, it's cool. If she's fine, that's it. But I'm like, nah, we got to increase our standards. And then a lot of guys, we talking about appreciating the masculine, appreciating the feminine, right? If you just like someone for their body, you're not actually appreciating their femininity or their masculinity. So a lot of people complain, oh yeah, this person doesn't bring this to the table, oh, they don't have the right mindset. But if you're still willing to get with the person and they're not bringing anything, then you're not really contributing to everyone having standards. What's up, Namita? Okay, I'm glad I said your name right, Siamese. Fiona, you said, I have no luck. Long distance or short, none of them work. Why do you feel that way though? Or what do you think? What do you think could improve it? Because you know what it is? The interaction between men and women really is like a code. It's almost like God and nature has already set out the code for proper interaction, and we're just trying to understand it. We've literally been coded and programmed because this body is a biological machine and it's built to interact with the counterpart biological machine. And when it comes together, they're made and designed for certain purposes. They come together. It's the perfect team. You said it has to be mutual, but there has to be attraction there, which is fairly primal anyway. That makes sense. Attraction is very key. Attraction is the biological machine registering value in the other person and seeing value in them as someone to combine genes with. That's literally what's happening. You know what, Reemus? It enhances the quality of the relationship and the way you interact with your lady. I definitely think that's true. And I think you cannot really call yourself divine masculine or divine feminine if you're not practicing divine relationships. If it should feel weird for you to practice a superficial relationship. You said, I tried it, all they are liars. You know, one of the missions I hope that I'm able to successfully do in this world in this time is I'm going to be the reason why many men stop lying. Lying is so destructive and hurtful to a man's masculine energy because the masculine energy is a projector. It's like a projecting energy. It extends, it goes outwards, just like his D, just like when the D ejaculates, what it's doing is going out. And he's supposed to do that verbally with his voice. When he stops doing that, he's not expressing masculine energy. Also, it's very key for a girl if she's gonna trust him. But we're gonna speak about this another day. You know, maybe on another topic on another day. We're gonna speak about honesty, and you're gonna have to share it with all the guys out there. Share it with your boyfriend, your husbands, all of that, because I'm going to break it down. Why lying is unnecessary. Lying is so weak. But the other side of it, I have to ask, is are you good at handling the truth? You said, can you talk about how there's now a thing between men feeling like they are competing with women? What do you mean by that exactly? Because it sounds like you're saying like competing to do the same thing. Is that what you mean? See you later, Samis. Not every man lie. We should not perpetuate that. Facts. But if I'm being honest, I would say most do. You know, one of the things I was most excited about when I was younger and I learned how to properly communicate truth is I thought the people around me, the guys, would be learned how to properly communicate truth is I thought the people around me, the guys, would be excited that I could tell them how to tell the truth. But a lot of guys don't want to tell the truth. And if you're a guy here watching this, never lie. Never elevate a woman above you so much that you say her presence is worth you denying who you are. Not every man does, but many do. Too many do. Nelly said, I can't and won't be with a liar. Have you been with a liar before though? What's up, Ali? How are you? Ali Brown. How's your day been? Like, you... Wait, hold on. Let me go back up. Lying is cheap. Lily said, most men don't really get to have the full experience in relationships because they shy away from growing in non-sexual areas of intimacy. Do you feel like that's both men and women though? Or do you feel like it's mostly men? You said like defensiveness. Like defensiveness because they feel women would be running game on them. Red pill, blue pill. Red pill, blue pill thing, I'm assuming you're saying. Well, this is something I was going to speak about another day too, right? The red pill, there are some issues with the red pill, but of course, what it really is them trying to learn the truth about the nature of men and women. And a lot of the information is actually correct. But the only issue with it is, even though logically it's coming from the correct place, emotionally it's not. So you have a lot of people a lot of guys who haven't addressed the wounds that they have, right? And the traumas that they've experienced in relationships. So they're learning the information so that thing doesn't happen to them again. But they're not actually addressing the actual traumas and wounds that they had. So it's almost like they have the truth and a great understanding, but they're doing it from a wounded place. What's up, Didi? Ali, you said okay, I guess. Why is it I guess? Why isn't it like I'm good and I'm great? What could have made it better? But my day's been okay, so I'm good at the moment. Miss Blacklisted, you said both of us are divine, masculine and feminine, but we've had pagans interference. I could agree with that, but what do you mean? So I know we're on the same page. How are you, Didi? What's up, Erica? How's your day been? But is it their take of masculinity prohibiting them from healing? I don't think that's the case. I think it's more that, see, like with women, the feminine energy is an internal state. So women naturally feel this connection to wanting to heal. That's why you see women buying self-care books most of the time, journals. They post literally about doing self-care activities, right? But men don't really have that same, they don't really have that same connection with the internal. So they're just not as drawn to doing healing work. Like when I do a book on healing the masculine, I don't know if I'm going to be able to call it healing the masculine energy. Like the other book I did is called healing the feminine energy, and women will still be interested in that. I might have to call it something else. What's up, Shauna? How's your day been? It's both, but most women, that men tend to be open. Oh, witchcraft sounds very, very deep. Do you feel like a lot of witchcraft is still practiced in society? Ali said, just got a lot going on lately. Glad your day has been good. Sounds like you need to have a bit of self-care. Have you done self-care this weekend? Thank you, Shona, for the roses. Dominique, I'm glad you showed up. You said, what's the topic? And Didi said, what are we talking about? Today, we've been talking about appreciation between the masculine and feminine. You know, the masculine appreciating the feminine appreciating the masculine. And I was saying, it's almost like siblings, right? A lot of time, we get into this whole thing, I don't like what men are doing, I don't like what women are doing. But you gotta almost be like siblings. You're gonna hate each other at some point, and that's okay. It's okay to sometimes hate what men are doing, hate what women are doing. But at the end of the day, there's really supposed to be love behind it. Just like how siblings fight, but they really love each other. That's how it's supposed to be. But a lot of people, they stick on the hate part. They stick on it. Berta said she's back. Hey, and she don't like, oof, making money, those stacks, going to work, making those racks, going to the gym, getting packs. Hey, Lily sending daisies. I'm feeling very crazy. Gonna write a few more books. I'm not lazy. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Don't let me be just hitting freestyle bars and you're not dropping emojis of fire. What is that about? Ali said, I had some wine this weekend. That's my self-care right now. That's good. Maybe you need to have a bit of red wine and a movie. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Domi. I feel appreciated. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys a show. I told you guys I could freestyle, but I think some of you don't believe me. Faith said, stick to psychology. You are hating. You are hating. We can battle right now. Do you want to battle? I don't think you want to do that. I'm always blessed. I live in the now. Because she's the best. You gotta have confidence, look at another person and think that they're no contest. Oh, stop it. Guys. Guys. You know what? It's all gonna. I'm not gonna do it because I'm a bit tired now. But next week, she said the fact that he could rhyme on the spot for so long is a skill. Imagine if he writes, yo, fire. You guys are. I'm telling you guys, right? Just between me and you, I've dropped the most fire freestyles in my bedroom and no one's heard it. I'm so glad that I do these lives now because at least someone's gonna hear it. I need to capture it. I'm actually better than a lot of rappers at freestyling. F being good, what's up? Oh, you like the beat, Faith? I like this one's hard, isn't it? On the meter, you could do freestyles too. Second name's Dash. Hey, go to the shop and fix your eyelash. Lily said I was going to send you the fire gifts, but TikTok must have discontinued it. They're haters. You know what? They need to be a bit of raters. Cause I got bars. I'm high, like I'm in the stars. Trying to drive fast cars. Hey, she never say nah, cause I'm what she like. She wanna smoke and get high. She wanna give me her time and maybe her mind. Hey, send me the mic. The second freestyle I'd hope, then the last one. Look, you know what it is? Not every freestyle is gonna be perfect. You just gotta go with it. Some are gonna be like up, some are gonna be down, but you just gotta keep grooving. You gotta keep moving. It's very, very soothing. Hey. What's up, Tove? Is that how I say your name? Shout out Sweden. See, I appreciate those, Lily, those mics. I think I've deserved it. See, Faith, I think that you're sending a little bit of hate. I think that you need to just start right, because you know what? I'm not going to take the bait. Hey, call me Top G like tape. That money y'all make. She asked me for a date. So we're going out. What's that all about? Stop it. Ali sent a rose. Thank you. It's this beat, you know. And on a day. So you took the bait. I didn't take the bait. What I did is I finished you. Have you watched Eminem? Eminem's what's that film? Is it 8 Mile? And at the end, he just smokes that guy. That's what I was doing to you, because you're a hater right now. Beater, you said there are a lot of females in my life, but that masculine energy is something different. What do you mean? I think that you're building a team. I'm like, oh, scene. You stepped on the scene, but can you drop a few rhymes? Can you do it all of the time? Are your bars hard, the fire? What, just like mine? Stop. Because I'm going to have to start charging you guys. I'm actually going to have to start charging. What's up, Soph? Carrie, the Netherlands over here. Shout out the Netherlands. I actually want to go to Amsterdam because, like, from London, it's very cheap. Like, I think it's only like £30. What's up, Dora? Faith is a hater. I will go to New York and battle your rappers. Remember, this is off the dome. I don't know what time it is there, but it's late night here. And this is off the dome. Your rappers don't be doing that. I know New York is the land of, you know, all of blah, blah, blah. You got history of hip-hop. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Sophie said, it's not that cheap anymore. What do you mean it's not cheap? You sure? Or if you book it in advance. If you book it in advance, I think it is cheap. Miss V, do we give you a word to say? I can actually do that, you know. We'll do that. Not today. Because I'm going to come back a bit earlier when I got more energy. And I swear, you guys can just put words in the chat. And that shit, I'll rap. No snitch. No rap. Look at my hat. See, I can come up with this stuff. Don't play with me. You're gonna battle LL Cool J, Method Man, Redman. Well, look, I gotta work my way up. I'll start with your little underground rappers, and then I'll get to the big guys. Get a bit of practice in. Namita said I can rap even after a nap. It's no cap, so tap. Hey, you deserve fire emojis. I give Namita fire emojis. What's up, Ree? And Carrie, you'll be my tour guide. I appreciate that. I hope you live up to your end of the bargain. See, Moonfoot, look, I appreciate New York rappers. That I appreciate it, but all I'm saying is I've got source too. I gotta believe in my source. I gotta believe in what I bring to the table. Thank you, Emma. Where you from? See, you guys. See, I appreciate Ali because she's actually supporting Lily. I can't lie. Me and you have a bit of problems right now. I'm not me getting cooked. I won't get cooked by anyone. Faith, he said, start with the talent show winners. All right, I'll do that because I don't mind working my way up. I don't mind. Bia, you said the kind of comfort with the right man can give you cannot be replicated by female friends. That's facts. The masculine offers a structure and a security like no other, especially when you find the right guy. Moonface said, any jungle MC would teach you a thing or two. It's okay because I don't mind lessons. But you know what will happen? This is what will happen. They could teach me a thing or two, but I will go back, digest, and come back and give a better rap. And that's no cap. I'm speaking facts. Hey, can you hear that? So you said, I had this one video in the car. In the background, some kid was making funny faces. Really? What was I wearing? Sashanique, thank you for the rose. What's up, Lily? How's the weather in Armenia? Nilza, I appreciate that. Where are you from? No cap. See, at least I think you appreciate the bars. I think you do. And I appreciate you for appreciating the bars. What was you wearing? I think I remember. I remember, you know. Because I think someone saying something like that, it must have been you. I dig those last bars. See, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, right? When I'm on point, because not all freestyles are going to be on point. That's one thing I'll say, like, at least for me. Some freestyles might be like, some freestyles are like mid, but my freestyles, when they're on top, I don't even want to get into it. I don't. When I'm on a roll, on fire, on flow, I go. That's why I might steal your hoe. Then I might just steal the show. It's like when I'm in flow, I really do go. Hey, watching from Jamaica. I'm Jamaican too, partly. So shout out Jamaica. Ali Brown said I could sit here and listen all night. See, she appreciates quality when she sees it. I appreciate that. Oh, you're from Venezuela. Nice. It's very nice. I've never been. How's your day been, Nilza? I live in France, but now in Armenia, the weather is rainy these days. The weather was rainy today and this weekend in London too. Faith, you said, I'm over here laughing, but not with you. I have a question for you, Faith. When was you such a big hater? Like, at what age did you start hating? Was there like a specific age, or was you like always just a hater? That's what I want to ask you. But you're just chatting, not rapping about anything with soul. Listen, most of the rap you listen to has nothing with soul anyway. This is just basic. I'm just throwing stuff out. That's what I'm doing, throwing stuff out. You know, might go to the shop, might go drink a water bottle, might just rap a few bars. That's it. Just like easy thing. Now, if I'm proper in flow, you're going to hear stuff. Look, and I swear to you, next week, which really starts from tomorrow, but I will rap about the masculine and feminine energies. And then you will hear depth. Now I'm just throwing stuff out. You just gotta keep spitting to get that smooth flow, smoking and sipping too. I appreciate that from you. I'm Jamaican too, but I'm from but love Canada. I've never been Canada, but London is very similar to Canada. Have you ever freestyled through a whole beat from start to finish and loved what you came up with? Yeah, several times, I swear, like, but it just wasn't caught on camera or anything. I've freestyled for like, I swear, with me and my uncle, we freestyled back and forth for like 2 hours. Just 2 hours straight, beat changer, just freestyled 2 hours, and I swear on my life, I'm not joking. Sales, you said the one with the red coat. I think I know which one you're talking about. Where I said that, I think I said women don't truly hate men. I think that's what I was talking about. Ali said, I'm down south in Devon and the weather has been good for me. That's good. That's very good. Is that where you grew up, in Devon? Moonface, is not hate, she's calling your arrogance. I don't have arrogance, it's called confidence. What's up, Chris? How are you? Hey, Susie. See, Namita, I know you have fire bars. I can just tell. You know what it is? It's goat to goat. It's goat talk to goat talk. So I can just feel it. Hey, Angela. How are you? What do you think of modern day relationships and situationships? Well, you'd have to be a bit more specific, right? But it's interesting because in what we do today, we're practicing our lack of having standards. That's really what's happening. And people are giving themselves away for a cheap price. And then we're getting frustrated or mad when we're not getting the quality that we desire. But the standards were really low. I saw a TikTok today where it's like, basically it was about situationships like 3 years in. It was a joke, it was a skit, right? And the woman was asking like, oh, so why are you still not making me your girl or something like that? And then the joke was the guy's just coming up with an excuse. I'm just private, I don't want to show you off or anything like that, or whatever it is. But situationships get you into situations where it's just like that, where the other person is getting what they want for a very cheap cost. And you're selling yourself for a very cheap cost. What's up, Timsy? Hey. You said, I want to go back to the hate-love topic. Angela, you said, have I got Snap? I do. It's Reemus B. All right, we'll go back to the topic, Dominique. And Sales, I remember it because I remember the kid in the back when I was in the car. Angela said, you like the way I communicate my words. I appreciate that. See, Lily said it just how it is. Right, we've normalized the very low standards we're complaining about. Yeah, exactly. That's well said. Is well said in one line. Angela, Reemus B. But I saw your thing pop up. I literally saw the banner just now, so you added it. After the live, I'll add you back. Do you post similar videos on Snap? Sometimes, but I'm not as active on Snap. I would say Instagram. Instagram is the same. Reemus B. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. said your vibe, how you speak. What about the way I speak? You said I deleted Insta for a bit to take a detox. Too many men trying to move. Not for me. You mean like too many men DMing you? Is that what you mean? But yeah, before we were saying it's important for the masculine and feminine to appreciate each other. And a lot of times in this generation, everything's just hate, hate, hate. But you know what's interesting? When you're someone that hates so much on the opposite gender, you actually attract that. You're more likely to, because you're consistently complaining about it. And your brain doesn't really know the difference between positive and negative. It only registers what you're putting out. So a lot of times people focus so much on what they don't want, and they're always saying, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. But you're really just speaking about what you don't want rather than speaking about what you do want. If you go on a dating app, there will be many people saying, I don't want this. Like a girl might say, I don't want a guy like that, a guy like this, a guy like this, rather than just writing what she would love. And if she did that, she's more likely to attract it because she's putting out the frequency that person who operates on that frequency can respond to. But when you say, I've dealt with men like this, I hate this, and men, you're only speaking to the men that have those qualities. And they're going to look at that like, yeah, that's her type because that's what she go for. It's almost like you got to even not see who does not meet your standards so that you can just stay into appreciation. I don't have bad words to say about women because if I do that, I'm going to attract that type. A girl could actually be toxic. A girl could lack certain qualities. But if I speak into about women, because if I do that, I'm going to attract that type. A girl could actually be toxic. A girl could lack certain qualities. But if I speak into existence or I speak into her what I like or what I find empowering about the feminine, she might even become those things. She might not even have seen it before I said it to her. She could have been someone that's bad at communicating. And I can say to her, you know one thing I love about the feminine? I love how the feminine is receptive. And I love how it makes you feel like there's a safe space for me to be myself. She could have actually not planned to do that. But when she hears it and she hears the frequency that's on, she hears the vibe that's on, she's like, that feels good, I like that. She's more likely to become that than if you say to her, I don't like this about women, I don't like that. Now you're speaking to the part of her that is like that doesn't, even though you don't like that, you're really just speaking to that part of her. Hold on, let me go back. I gotta scroll all the way back up. Oh, you said, yeah, Angela, when I said too many guys. But then you just want to ignore them. So is masculinity or psychosis influence Elon Musk and the demise of... You said, so is masculinity or psychosis influencing Elon Musk and the demise of Twitter? I'm not really following too much with that stuff, but isn't he like increasing or improving the business of Twitter? But you're gonna have to tell me what's been going on there because I haven't really been keeping up. But I know he's charging people for the verified ticks, right? Miss Blacklisted, you said your energy and voice is very calming. I appreciate that. Women have become more masculine and men have become more feminine. That's the indoctrination of society. If you just took men and women and just put them on an island, right? No indoctrination, just started afresh. Men would just naturally do the men stuff. They would be builders. They would deal with things. Do you get what I'm saying? They'd lead just naturally. And women would have no problem with that, actually. A lot of the time it's because society is telling them to have a problem with it. It's telling them, hey, you're weak if you're feminine. Femininity is a weakness. And it pumps up her ego because she's like, well, I keep chasing the label of, let's say, I want to be strong and independent and all of this stuff. And she's getting an ego gratification out of it. But a lot of us don't have a problem. Like, say, with gender roles. I promise you. Partnership, understand communication. Back, it's a partnership. We work together, work with one another. Of course. But it's funny. I really, really, truly believe, I don't actually think that men and women really hate each other deep down. I think men and women really love each other. But it's just, we're appealing to the negative parts of ourselves. So, for example, like, when you see, let's say, a girl being bitter towards guys, I truly don't believe that she really has a negative feeling towards men, for real. I think she has a negative feeling towards the experiences she's had. Because when you tell a girl about what a man is, usually, really all of the time, she loves the idea of what a man is. Thank you, Romani, for sending me those likes. What's up, Jess? How are you? I see you joined. Hold on, let me scroll up. Faith, you said, I wouldn't say he's making it better, and he's also allowing a lot of toxicity. You mean me? What do you mean? What does society gain from that? Well, a society and a culture of people who are imbalanced and confused are weaker. It's really that simple. The masculine and feminine are created to be the ultimate and perfect team. It's all about teamwork, and when you break the team is weaker. Hold on, let me go back up. Oh, you mean Twitter? He's not making it better. He's allowing toxicity. Fair enough. So who supports, like, I know Elon Musk, he's for more free speech, people saying what they want to say. So if you support him being able to, or allowing people to say whatever they want, press 1. If you think there should be more censorship, press 0. Someone said Brazil World Cup winners. I like Brazil. I've always supported Brazil because I think it was it the 2002 one? I was a really big fan of Ronaldo, like the other Ronaldo. I said, if you support Elon Musk allowing people to say whatever they want to say on Twitter, press 1. But if you think there should be heavy censorship, or I guess censorship to how it was before, press 0. Angela said 1, but there's limits, there's evil in the world. Hello, Dolo, what's up? And Angela, you said, what religion are you? What religion do you think I am? Or if I'm religious? One. Okay. Rita Bao. Is that how I say your name? But hey. You said everything you say I agree with. Your parents raised you well. Bless your mama, honestly. Ali, guess. Thank you. Shami, is that how I say your name? The N-word usage on Twitter went up 1,000%, so you can have free speech by a cost. It's interesting. Hold on, let me scroll back up. Looks like more once. Lily, you said we do love each other. We're just frustrated about things that's in each other's blind spots. That makes sense. And whatever when men and women are complaining, it's always about things that really are not to do with a mature expression of masculinity or femininity. I truly don't, in my mind, and I truly believe this, I actually don't think any woman hates men. Deep down, I actually don't think any woman hates a man. Not a healthy, sane person. But it is kind of disappointing, to see people say, guys are trash. Even like, I'm not going to say the word because you might get taken off. But unalive all men, there's hashtags like that. But again, when you just got to mind out, because whenever you project that, that's exactly what you're going to get back. The people that complain about men and women the most are more likely to get the person they're complaining about. You're wasting your time. You're better off just putting out a signal of what you actually want. And when you put out a signal of what you want, you make people aware of that sort of reality. So if I speak about women and I make femininity sound like something that is favorable, something that is desirable, something that is great, a woman might never have thought about her femininity before, but she hears that and she's like, okay, that's a way of being. I like that. I like the sound of that. If you speak to men and you say, you know what I love about men? I love that you are protectors, for example. He's more likely to be inspired to activate that sort of energy. Hold on, I'm going back down. Someone said, who's that behind you? Stop being silly. But there's nothing behind. What's up, NS? Put out what you want instead of complaining about what you don't want. That's what I'm saying. It's so simple. What's up, Megan? How are you? You gotta put out what you want and forget everything else. Why would you even want to focus on anything else? It's a waste of time. You actually had to spend some of your currency, because remember we were saying before, attention, energy is a currency. These are currencies of the universe. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate the roses. Energy is energy, time, attention, the currencies of the universe. Watch how you spend it. Remember, this is why we say, hey, can you spend time with me? Pay me attention. You gotta be watchful. Mika, you said, I'm so happy I'm not hearing you slandering today. I wasn't slandering. I know Capricorns didn't come off, well before when we was reading out the list, but that's not my fault. I wasn't slandering. I was reading to you what an article said, like what a list said. That's not my fault. I was reading to you what Facebook said, which is Capricorns are toxic. It's not my fault Capricorns are toxic and Libras are amazing. It's not my fault. Angela said she's a Taurus. I think Taurus was number 3 on the toxic list. And when we was reading the thing before, we was reading a list of toxic star signs, like one toxic list. And when we was reading the thing before, we was reading a list of toxic star signs, like 1 to 12. And Taurus, I believe, was number 3. See, NS said Caps are straight up satanic. And we hear this a lot. Scorpios were number 1. Most toxic. Let me go back up. I miss quite a few stuff. Azari said synchronization has... Did you finish that? Sophia said we need... we need more Reemus. Less Tate. But you know what? Tate has just... He has... His presentation or communication just sparks a lot of conflict. But I actually think he has very good intentions. Alright, I want to ask this though, right? If you support Tate, press 1. If you don't support Tate, press 0. If you're like, I don't like him. How do you describe feminine? I describe feminine as beautiful. I love the beautiful softness. I love the authentic expression of emotions, of spirit that the feminine brings. I love the fact that the feminine helps to bring you as a man into your emotions. I love the supportive nature of the feminine. Let me go down. Alright, I'm seeing 0, 1. Hey Astra. Sophia, 0, 0, 0. Why that many zeros though? Angela said 1. Nino man said, I'm a Taurus, I'm all flawless. I actually like that rhyme. No, let's keep it real. No more Capricorn defamation. Sagittarius are the worst. Sagittarius, I like Sagittarius. They're the second best star sign, I think. BAE said 0. But Tate did shock marketing. His recent speech is all about providing and protecting women. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what woman really is going to say, no, I don't like the idea of, you know, him saying providing and protecting? Because you have to remember, he's playing a character to go viral. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, I've seen videos behind the scenes where he looks extremely respectful to women. And women have good things to say about him. But my approach is just, when I'm presenting information, I want it to be well received. That's one thing, you know, with the red pill community, right? And all of that, or certain sections of the manosphere and the red pill communities, it's almost like, what is the point of that information or putting out that information and the women don't accept or agree with it? There's no point. That again is just resistance. So if we're putting out ideologies and information that we're going to live by, the men and the women have to be in agreement with it. So I don't want to present information in a way that's going to inspire resistance in the women. Long time no see on my For You page. How are you doing? I felt like greeting you. I'm glad that you came in and greeted me. How are you? You're from Germany, right? You said hi from this Gemini. I love that. Gemini and Libras, we get on very well. What's your name? Hello from Ukraine. Hello from London. What's the best star sign? All right, cool. So I'm just going to say this, right? Would you agree that we all need balance in our life, right? We all need balance in our life. We all need a bit of unity. We all need two sides to us, and we want to balance those sides. We never want to be too much on one side, too much on the other. Now, I'm just saying, what star sign represents that balance? What star sign represents that balance? I would say that's the best star sign. User 440 said it's just some of his deliveries, but Tate makes traditional points. Yeah, I think he has traditional views. Lady X said, I love being feminine, but I need to be with the right kind of man who will make me feel provided for. Miss V said, wow, new tactic. Alright, so Lily, I'm presenting an idea, right? So can we all agree? Angela said, my dad and best friend are Libra. And do you have positive things to say about that star sign, Libra? But I'm just saying, right? We all need a bit of balance in our life. We all need a bit of balance in our life. And I just think that the Libra, we could say, is the best because of that. Do you get what I'm saying? As Faith said, it just happens to be Libra. And I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you what they are. Hold on. You said Libras and Geminis do mix very well. They do. Talking of Geminis, Iman said all star signs are just frequencies of energy that we can embody. Very wise words. Miss V said, for the sake of this all, we agree. It's not about for the sake of it. I'm just saying what is the truth. And Libra gets along with the most star signs. Remember that. So I don't know what more information you need. Libras are well loved. You know, earlier, what we've been speaking about? We've been speaking about the masculine appreciating the feminine appreciating the masculine. But I would also just add in there, I feel like every star sign needs to appreciate the Libras. And I appreciate the other star signs too. But let's just, we got to put things into proper perspective. Lisa, I knew this was on the way. What's up, Claudia? How are you? Nina. I hope I said your name right. I feel so flattered right now as a Libra. I mean, you should, you should. Libras are very cool. Aquarius match really well with Libras too, so let me quit whining. That's what I'm saying. We're on the same side here. We're on the same side. To be fair, I'm a cusp Gemini. I'm 14th May, which is mid-Taurus cusp. Mid-Taurus cusp Gemini. Okay. Yeah, I think Taurus came in, what was it? Number 3 on the toxic list? Lady X said, Libras, I'm good. Is that Libra slander I see? Angela said, when's your birthday? My birthday is 26th of September. Scorpio is the number 1 toxic, so Mika, stop slandering Libras. Just stop it. Mavrels, she's a Libra too. Kuzi, is that how I say your name? You said you're watching from Zambia. How is it in Zambia today? What's up, Lisa? Hello again. I'm good, how are you? Iman said your sun sign is only one part of your astrology chart. There is so much more. See, we have an expert. We have an expert that stepped in. And that's true. Angela said, I ain't even here to lie, I don't. I can be toxic, but that is only when I get lied to. Be honest. Isn't it better to just leave, though? Rather than go toxic. But our Gemini is supposed to be petty. What's up, Dawn? Fellow Libra gang. Get honestly back. Communication, that's why I'm so strong in it. Communication's definitely key. People say that though. People say communication's key, but then they don't communicate. Morale said she's in Estonia now. Nice. How is the weather in Estonia? What's up, Bobby? You said, do you think it's normal that we feel safer when we have a man? Well, this is a part of, I think you missed the first part, but we're speaking about appreciation, right? We're speaking about the masculine appreciating the feminine, and the feminine appreciating the masculine, right? And that is part of it, right? Appreciating what each party brings to the team. So if a man didn't make you feel safe, then he'd have less of a role. He'd have less value to bring to the table. It's good that he makes you feel safer. And there's things that you would make a man feel also too. It's just another thing to appreciate. Sashanique said back. Erica said, when a man doesn't tell you that he has a kid because you don't want to be with someone with kids, is that okay? All right. We're going to ask the chat first. Guys, do you think it's okay for someone to hide that they have a kid because the other person doesn't want kids? So if you think it's okay, press 1. If you think it's not okay, press 0. Erica's like 0, not okay. Sashanique's 0, not okay. No, honestly, always. Me, it said 0, so not okay. Hey, Jillian. Angela said 1, so she says it is okay. Not here to judge because these things happen. Fair enough. Faith says it's not okay. Lily says it's not okay. It's very fraudulent. Ashley says no, it's not okay. Mika says it's not okay. Namia says honesty is key. And I knew that little girl, he said that, but he said that was his niece. So his daughter, he said, was his niece basically, because he felt that if he told you, you would leave. Basically. Angela said, I respect the honesty, but would rather you not hide it. I believe getting married and having kids with your partner, that's my own beliefs. Fair enough. Welcome back, Sales. But don't think you shouldn't judge anyone because you don't know what they've been through. That's a fair point. I always believe in giving benefit of the doubt and asking a question. So saying, why did you lie about it? At least giving the opportunity to for them to share. But a lot of the times, people are like, a lot of people will be quick to say, no, just leave him. I'm not the type of person to say that. I do generally think hiding and lying anything is a no-no, but there's also ways to say things too. So it would be understandable if he didn't tell you at first, but then, sprinkled the truth in so it's easier to hear. That's okay, as long as the truth comes out. But lying, like actually saying that's not the case, nah. And I was saying this earlier, we're going to do, on a future live, we're going to speak just about honesty. Honesty is extremely, extremely important. If you're a guy in the chat, I was saying before, don't lie. Never compromise yourself, because you're basically denying who you are to keep her presence. No one can really respect that. You can't respect yourself at the highest level, and she can't have the highest level of respect for you when you do that too. And when you set up the pattern of lying, it's very extremely hard for her to trust. So she's going to have a difficult time being in her feminine energy with you, because she's not going to want to be vulnerable. Sashanique said, if he can deny his own child to get with someone, imagine what else they can lie about. Fair enough. Wait, hold on. Hi, help. I ignored my man for a week because of too much negativity between us. He tried reaching. I still ignored him after he reached out to me, and now he blocked me everywhere and has no interest in hearing my name. Help, I need him back. That's kind of a situation that's not as much for live. That's more for like a one-on-one session. And you can go to the link in my bio if you want to have any one-on-one discussions with me with specific long scenarios like that. One-on-one discussions with me with specific long scenarios like that. Keep believing he'll be different, try harder, but he goes back to his old ways. Are you talking about your partner? Sel said, I've been giving things the benefit of the doubt a bit often these days. What do you mean? Because isn't it okay to give the person the benefit of the doubt in case you didn't see it in the correct way? Angela said she's going to bed, so good night. Have a good sleep. Alright, I might change up. Hold on. One reason why I like giving the benefit of the doubt, because you don't assume, you don't jump to conclusions. And there's almost like an openness that you have, a balanced feeling that you have within. I feel like that's much more healthier. Which uni did you study psychology in? I went to a uni called Roehampton. Roehampton, I studied psychology and criminology. Oh, you was about to apply there. Where'd you go uni? You said repeat that again about assuming. I think I forgot what I said, but I said something along the lines of, I like giving the benefit of the doubt because it gives the, I'm not assuming anything. See, when you assume something, right, it's not coming from a balanced place. It's almost like you're unlocking your insecurities, thinking, oh, but what if this happened? But you're coming from a strong, balanced place when you go, I'm calm, I'm relaxed. I'm not going to jump into feeling any type of way. There's a lot of emotional control in that. It feels very powerful. And you give the person the opportunity to say their side, and you make an assessment based on the facts, on the situation, based on the logic. How can a woman bring out a man's masculinity? Well, one of the last videos I did is I talked about the hero instinct. And one of the things you want to do is you want to be a space. A lot of the time we speak about the masculine being a space, right? Being a safe space. And then the masculine definitely has to be safe, but I prefer to say the masculine has to be a safe structure which the feminine can flow through. It's actually the feminine that has to be a space. Think about it, right? Think about your genitals, right? It's literally a space. And what happens? The masculine penetrates. You want to encourage your man's penetration, but in more ways than just the bedroom. So one way to do that is by encouraging him to give to you, but in a way where he feels, men they have a very, very given nature. They like helping. They like helping you out and things like that. So what you want to do is you want to encourage him to do so by making him feel like the things he's doing are a necessary part of your life. And that's one of the last videos that I released. It's the hero instinct in men, where men want to do things for women. They want to, protect and all of these things. They want to save the princess. Thank you, Sashanique. Hold on, let me go out. You said Greenwich, I assume close to you. That is very close to me, actually. How is it in Greenwich? Iman, you said, how do you get your masculine counterpart to be vulnerable with you? What do you want him to be vulnerable with you about? A lot of guys secretly want to be vulnerable, like very much so, but they're very, very terrified at the idea of a woman using it against them. And that really goes back to creating a safe space too. If you want anyone to be vulnerable, one of the secrets is to have an extremely non-judgmental mind. That's one of the reasons why people will share their deepest, darkest secrets with me. Sometimes extremely quickly, right after knowing me. This is like a dark, almost venturing into, dark secrets here. But you want to be extremely non-judgmental. Yes, I'm challenging myself with that right now as we speak. That just resonates now. I'm happy. Yeah, a lot of the times we just quick to assume stuff. And we make up these scenarios in our head. And a lot of the scenarios or the things that we assume are based on our own insecurities. But when you are extremely balanced and healthy within, you don't need to jump to conclusions. You don't need to jump to assumptions because you're not fearful of what the thing could be. You're okay either way. What's up, Sergio? Thanks for joining. Men need clear communication, but I speak through my emotions. How can I do better? Well, one way is just thinking, have the word in your head, clarity. So try to say, like a lot of the time we say useless words, so we end up waffling. Say the most meaningful things and forget the rest. Thank you for the pamphlet. I'm going to go in a few minutes, guys, by the way. I feel like he has been checking out for some time because he's too busy to make time for us, always on his phone. Remember, if you ever need someone to speak to, I'm here. You can just go to the link in my bio and book a one-on-one. See, this music's more chilled out. No freestyling to this music. But next week, I'm going to be on my freestyle. Is Faith still here? She was hating on my freestyling. Hairless cats and eyebrows. I would rather use the word handsome as opposed to pretty, but... The meaty said Reemus BG on Insta. No, Reemus B, and that's it. Is there always 99 people on this live? Where's my account bugged? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me go back. You're welcome, Lisa. Is it okay to initiate convos with men? I think sometimes we overthink that stuff a little too much. There's nothing wrong with initiating a conversation. Because sometimes you want to be able to take, a little bit of ownership and control over what you want. He said, my gosh, love what you just said. You helped me without realizing how much. Looks like you need a massage. You can actually tell I do. I actually do. After this, I'm gonna, relax. Maybe watch a little bit of a movie. I'm gonna go now. Nice live as always. It's been nice having you. It's been nice speaking to you. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'm gonna go soon too, by the way. But today, guys, we've been speaking about appreciation. I hope you've been a little bit more motivated to appreciate the masculine and appreciate the feminine. You know, we don't really hate each other deep down, even though we say this stuff. Even though we're like, oh, I hate this about men, I hate this about women. And it's okay. It's okay to do that sometimes. But you just got to go back to center. You got to go back to, just like siblings. Siblings will fight and then they go back. There should be an unconditional love behind it. There's some stuff that can annoy the hell out of me about women, but I still love that about them. That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to dislike some things about men, but you're still supposed to have some appreciation and love behind it. If we was just the same, it would be very boring. It would be extremely boring. Oh wow. Rosanna said, oh wow, first time joining your live, seems like I missed a great conversation. Well, we're doing great conversations a lot, so follow, join in the next one. We have many more great conversations. And remember, there will be a point where we're going to be doing this stuff live in person. Does your energy get misinterpreted as being a nice guy? Never. As long as you stick to the components of manhood and masculinity, never. The nice guy, he's in his feminine energy. Can you guys still see me? The Wi-Fi is acting up. But in another live, we'll talk about, the nice guy. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, it said it cut out. It said that the Wi-Fi was going funny. That's why I have to go soon. But in the top video, or the first video on my page, pinned, it says there's 3 types of guys. You have the nice guy, you have the toxic boy, and you have the dominant gentleman. I recommend you to go watch that video. Alright guys, I'm gonna sign out. I'll see you in the next live. Check out my book, Healing with the Feminine Energy. If you want to tap into your feminine energy, it's on Amazon. You can go to the link in my bio. If you want to follow, go on Instagram, Reemus B. We're going to be doing more lives, so make sure you're following, and I'll see you in the next one. It's been good speaking to you guys as always. See you later.